My love, my chosen one, the heavens themselves whisper your name. You whose steps the angels remember, and whose light makes the stars burn brighter through the night. Listen now, without hesitation. Archangel Michael, on God's command, says, "Open this message by 9 o'clock. You will cry when you read it, but hurry. This message will vanish in 35 seconds. Do you feel that shiver, like a secret touch? It's the door to the unseen opening, with your name written on its frame. The universe has turned its clocks toward you. Keep reading and know this is no accident. It is fate in motion. You asked for a sign, and now the heavens speak directly, revealing the truth that will fortify you. First, an invitation and a promise. Stay until the last word, and you will receive guidance that will carry you faster down your path. Trust what comes after tonight, for it is meant for you. Now, breathe and leave the noise behind. You walked through a room of closed curtains. Behind each one is a scene you've long wished for, but were too afraid to touch. I was sent to lead you to the right curtain at the right moment. This is that moment. I saw your pain in silence when you wept alone, holding your heart like a fragile letter you couldn't understand. I saw you keep going, even when hope seemed thin, like paper. And I was given a message from above. Tell them it wasn't in vain. Tell them the waiting has filled the heavens with interest. Tell them delay is not denial. Delay is the training ground for miracles. Your name was written beside doors that most never see open. You thought you were falling behind, but the heavens say you are aligning. You thought you had lost time, but the heavens say you have gained strength. I was there when accusations came in the spirit, claiming you were too late, too flawed, too ordinary. The power to silence these lies has now been given. I place a fiery sword between you and every word that tried to break you. Stand tall now, with a clear mind and a stronger heart. Listen carefully, for what I reveal holds the timing. By 9 p.m., let go of the fear that your blessing belongs to someone braver. By 9 p.m., place your hand on your chest and say, "I accept what has already been approved by the heavens." By 9 p.m., release the habit of expecting disappointment and call upon the wind that brings answers. You cannot yet see the changes in the air around you. I see new conversations rising, like the sun appearing over the horizon. In the kingdom of results, there is a letter with your name on it. In it, 3 lines will make you pause when you read them. The first line, "What you thought was finished is only just beginning." The second line, "The room that couldn't hold you is now being rebuilt around your arrival." The third line, "The resource that seemed impossible is already on its way to you." Do not argue when grace knocks. Let it in, allow it to speak, and let it stay. I know the rhythm your weeks used to follow. Early mornings, heavy heart, little courage, fierce storms. You smiled for others but retreated to a corner unseen by anyone but the heavens. You carried burdens too heavy for one person and didn't complain. Each night, your faith stitched you back together while the world rested. Tonight, that stitch becomes a banner. Tonight, you will not just survive. You will step into your purpose. I erase the echo of old losses from the walls of your memory. You will remember them without pain. You will look at the dates that once hurt you and find them peaceful. This is not denial, this is redemption. The torn page will be rewritten, and you will prefer the second version. Now, I need to speak about the miracle that quietly rests on your shoulder. You might think it is hesitant, but it is certain. It waits for your yes. Not a loud yes, but a steady one. Say yes to being seen, without dimming your light. Say yes to being chosen, without shrinking to fit into the old space. Say yes to answers arriving sooner than you expected. I have seen the table being set for you. Not a small, dim table in the back, but a long one with light streaming through big windows. At this table are names that once overlooked you. Don't look at them with anger. Sit, eat, and let grace present you. Your portion is not their loss. It is the abundance of the heavens. I also turn in your favor the meeting that has been causing you stress. You know the one, the call, the decision, the door with unfamiliar hands on the handle. Walk in with calm confidence. You don't need to pretend. You need to align with your truth. Your truth will matter more than your resume. Your actions will speak louder than your words. Now, let me share a secret about the ticking clock in this message. These 35 seconds are not about fear, but about focus. The heavens measure readiness by moments. When your heart says yes immediately, it changes the timing. This is why I keep asking you not to hesitate. Doubt steals precious minutes. Courage is the key that unlocks them. Before the night ends, you will be asked to do a simple, obedient task. A call, a note, a sent file, a step forward, apologies given, plans finally started. Do it before doubt transforms itself into false wisdom. True wisdom will feel like a breath of fresh air. False wisdom will come dressed in delays and careful words. I protect your path from hidden obstacles. The voice that says, relax, it's not important. The voice that says, it's too small, not your safety. Your safety is in obedience, and your strength lies in consistency. Keep showing up like the gentle, confident rain of a long summer, unstoppable. Now, let me get closer and share what will move you to tears. The person you lost, the one you still speak to in silence, they haven't forgotten you. The heavens bow when you say their name. Your love isn't scattered across time. Your love is a bridge, and God walks across it to comfort you. What you thought was the end is now the gate. Life doesn't disappear, it changes. Don't punish yourself for healing slowly. Slow healing is still sacred healing. Here's the promise. The next time their memory floods you, it will bring peace, not panic. You'll feel embraced, not empty. You'll feel guided, not alone. I also need to speak to the child within you who learned to expect bad news. You will step out of fear, and you won't be struck down. Instead, you will soon be embraced. Let your shoulders relax, let your jaw loosen and your breath deepen. The future doesn't come like a threat, it hums like a lullaby. Now, let's talk about your provision. You looked at the numbers and felt small, but you are not small. These numbers are just waiting for permission to serve a bigger purpose. Resources follow purpose. When you align with your purpose, resources gather like rivers flowing into a lake. The whisper that says, give in, it's not for you. The whisper that says, give in, it's not your safety. Your safety is found in obedience, and your strength comes from consistency. Keep showing up like the gentle, steady rain that falls through the long summer, unmoving, unstoppable. Now, I'll lean in closer and tell you what will make you cry. The person you lost, the one you still speak to in silence, they have not forgotten you. The heavens lean in when you say their name. Your love is not scattered across time. Your love is a bridge, and God walks toward it to comfort you. What you feared was the end has become the gate. Life does not vanish. Life transforms. Do not punish yourself for healing slowly. Slow healing is still holy healing. Here's the promise. The next time memories of them rush over you, it will bring peace, not panic. You will feel sheltered, not empty. You will feel guided, not abandoned. I also need to speak to the child within you who learned to expect bad news. You will step out of fear's grip, and you will not be struck down. Instead, you will soon find support. Let your shoulders relax. Let your jaw unclench. Let your breath fill your chest. The future does not come like a threat. It comes like a lullaby. Now, let's talk about your provision. You looked at the numbers and felt small, but you are not small. Those numbers are just waiting for permission to serve a bigger purpose. Resources follow purpose. When you step into your purpose, resources will line up like rivers flowing toward a lake. Write this down tonight in simple words, as a promise to your life. What will you build with what God gives you? Who will be blessed because you didn't give up? What corners of the world will shine brighter because you kept your light? I have been shown a map with 3 of your next steps already laid out. Step 1. Simplify. Let go of one heavy thing you were never meant to carry. Step 2. Commit. Pick one path and follow it, without glancing at the other options. Step 3. Declare. Speak aloud what you are doing so the right people can hear you. You're afraid of declaring it because you were mocked before. Let me tell you this. Mockery is just a weak breeze. The goal is the mountain, and mountains don't bend to the wind. Build and let the wind do its thing. It will pass. I see the promise dressed in simple clothes. It will come, looking like a small chance. Treat it as a sacred seed. Don't compare it to your grand dream. Plant it for the sake of that dream. Small doors lead to big rooms. Stay faithful, holding on to the handle within your reach, and the high ceiling will open up to you. Behind the scenes, relationships are also being restored. You won't need to chase them. All you need to do is remain soft and clear. Boundaries aren't walls, they're doors with handles on both sides. Open and close them with wisdom, not fear. You asked for a sign that this message is truly meant for you. Here it is. The very sentence you needed the most just made your eyes sting. You felt the gentle breeze, the inner yes, the quiet that follows truth. Hold that silence like a cup of warm light. Drink from it when the world feels cold tomorrow. Now, a few words about your name. Your name is not by chance. It was spoken in the heavens before it was spoken on earth. It carries letters that unlock purpose, like a key that perfectly fits a lock. If you've ever felt out of place, it's because you were too big for a small room. Don't be angry with the small room. It taught you how to be precise. Thank it and step through the new door. It's time to align with obedience. These are the 3 strings that will play the song of your next season. Strum them every day. Don't overthink the melody. Just let the notes flow freely. I bless your mornings with clarity. I bless your days with energy and forward movement. I bless your evenings with rest that doesn't make you feel guilty for slowing down. Rest is not giving up. Rest is healing. You are not lazy. You are preparing for the long journey ahead. Now you must decide what to do with this moment. Will you hold on to it and return to it as a well? Will you act on it and change the ground beneath your feet? Will you rise after reading this and take the next bold step? I will be with you as you do. When you feel unsure, say this out loud. I am guided, I am protected, I am blessed. Feel the room respond to your words. Feel your breath. Return to yourself by 9 p.m. Forgive yourself for the wait and choose the door. By 9 p.m., declare your life. My time is not slipping away. My time is coming. By 9 p.m., say yes to the wait. This is when you step fully into your own story. Not on the edge, not from the side, but right in the middle, where miracles meet you. I will clear the path for you. I will silence the voices of doubt when they shout. I will hold your hand when it shakes at the door. And when the door opens, don't rush through it. Take one step, then another, then one more. Let your eyes get used to the light you asked for. It will be brighter than you remember and gentler than you feared. Now go, my dear. Carry the message like a lantern and let it swing from your courage. What you do next will leave an impact. Your next choice will multiply. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Say yes and watch God do what only He can. This is the moment when the air around you begins to feel different. Ordinary things start to sound like music. Your keys ring with the promise of new beginnings. Your shoes stand by the door, like 2 boats waiting to set sail. Archangel Michael says, now is not the time to look at the river and call it impossible. Now is the time to step in and watch it split apart. Believing for more is not reckless. You are responsible for the light you carry. Protect it from empty words and tired fears. Feed it with truth and steady obedience. I've seen you apologize for your dreams because someone smaller felt threatened. That stops now. You will guard your vision as if it were a newborn and walk through rooms with calm assurance. You don't need to prove you belong. Your breath is proof enough. Each inhale says, "You are chosen." Each exhale says, "You are blessed." I am moving you from survival mode to multiplication. You will not gather crumbs, you will multiply loaves. You won't count scars, you will count open doors. You won't focus on losses, you will turn lessons into plans. The heavens are not asking you to work harder. They are asking you to align more truly. Alignment turns moments into pathways. Alignment turns one yes into many breakthroughs. Stop trying to convince those who won't listen. Stop seeking rooms that don't honor you. When you stop chasing the wrong doors, the right one will find you with a full breath. Your name is now spoken with respect in places that once overlooked you. Last week, I saw despair trying to make a home in your heart. You almost gave it the key. Then you heard a phrase like the sunrise. That was me knocking. That was me reminding you that your heart is not a cheap motel. Your heart is a sacred place, and sacred places do not welcome fear. Clear the doorway, light the lamp. Let the world be the guide that nurtures your next idea. A hidden message from above. The next good deed will not be held back by past mistakes. The debt is paid. You will not repeat it. You will carry your vision like a newborn and walk through rooms with quiet confidence. You don't need to prove your worth. Your breath alone is proof. Each inhale says, "You are chosen." Each exhale says, "You are blessed." I am shifting you from survival mode to multiplication. You will not gather scraps. You will multiply loaves. You will not count scars. You will count open doors. You will not dwell on losses. You will turn lessons into strategies. The heavens are not asking you to work harder. The heavens are asking you to align more clearly. Alignment turns minutes into roads. Alignment turns a single yes into many breakthroughs. Stop trying to convince those who will not listen. Stop seeking rooms that don't respect you. When you stop chasing the wrong doors, the right one will find you, and you'll breathe fully. Your name is now spoken with respect in places that once overlooked you. Last week I saw despair trying to claim space in your heart. You almost gave it the key, but then you heard a phrase like the sunrise. That was me knocking. That was me reminding you that your heart is not a cheap hotel. Your heart is a sacred place, and sacred places do not rent rooms to fear. Clear the doorway, light the lamp. Let the world guide you and shelter your next idea, a secret message from above. The next good deed will not be delayed by past mistakes. The debt is paid. The interest is settled. The lesson is complete and placed on the shelf marked wisdom, never to be reopened by the heavens, who have closed it with grace. Mercy is not careless. Mercy is precise surgery. Through it, you will breathe more easily. You often wonder if you are too late. You are not. You are exactly on time. Sacred time is like taking detours that lead to perfect doors. Sacred time is learning the language of your future before you arrive, so you can speak it freely when you get there. You learn this language in moments of tears and in the quiet wind. Now, you will speak it, addressing power and in larger spaces. I am sending someone who speaks the same language. They will feel familiar to you in a way you cannot explain. Work with them without doubt. Let iron sharpen iron. Let clarity sharpen clarity. You often complicate simple tasks because you were taught to earn every smile. You don't need to earn what has already been given to you. Take a simple step. Make an honest decision. Write 2 paragraphs. Send 1 message. Write down what you keep putting off. You will be surprised by what opens when you do the ordinary things on time. Miracles often come dressed in ordinary clothes. You think the mountain will move when you shout. Sometimes it moves when you make the bed and send the email. Holiness shows up in the perfection of small things. Perfection draws bigger tasks to you like gravity. A few words about your body. It is not your enemy. It has carried you through storms. It has rested in uncomfortable places and still woke up ready to try again. Bless your body aloud. Treat it as a partner in your calling, not as something to fix. Walk carefully, eat healthy, drink water as if you are returning the river to its natural flow. Rest as an act of faith, not a reward for exhaustion. The door you are about to open is not protected by force. It is protected by focus. Put down the phone when you are working on your purpose. Say no to the noise that calls itself urgent, but cannot explain its purpose. You have the right to miss meaningless distractions so you can show up for meaningful moments on time. I am clearing away old agreements in your life. You agreed to be small to keep the peace. You agreed to stay quiet to avoid envy. You agreed to push yourself aside so no one would accuse you of pride. These agreements are no longer valid. It's time to make a new contract with your life. I will be bold, but not harsh. I will be visible, but not apologetic. I will be generous, but not draining. I will be focused, but not fearful. You do not need everyone. You need the right people. 5 voices of agreement are worth more than 500 spectators at a table. Stop aiming for the cheap seat. Sing for the purpose that fuels your breath. Do not fear being misunderstood. Truth moves slower than gossip, but it arrives with weight and stays. Let time validate what you do in obedience. I have seen a password written over your name. Those in charge will trust you more because you treat the small things as important. You respond to messages clearly. You finish what you start. You admit when you're wrong and fix it fast. This is what neighbors notice. This is what money notices. This is what favor notices. Soon, you will walk into a space where the air smells like fresh wood and new paint. Look up when you step through the door. Read the words framed beneath the ceiling. They will confirm what you asked for in private. You will feel your chest relax. You will know where to sit. First, they will offer you water, then an invitation. Say yes if peace is there. Say no if your breath is uneasy and your shoulders rise. Peace is not always an easy choice, but it is always honest. I am guiding your sleep. Dreams will be brief and vivid. You will wake up with thoughts that need to be written down before the kettle boils. Treat these thoughts as directions. Mark them on the map of your week and follow them, even if they seem too simple. They will guide you to the right meetings and the right decisions regarding the person you love, but who could not love you back. Bless them without falling back into the old pattern. Forgiveness is not a cycle that repeats. It's a bridge you cross once, with wisdom. Stand on the other side and wave. Let the new come without pulling the past along with you. Your heart is not a museum for old pain. Your heart is a garden, and gardens do not let weeds grow. Pull them out, plant seeds, water them, and let the sun shine. Do it again. Speak of life, not work. Speak of life, not home. Speak of life, not bills. Words build the foundation for results. If you speak of failure, failure will take root. If you speak of growth, the path will open. Your voice is the builder. Use it. Here's your task for the next 7 days. On the first day, clean one small space and get rid of the apologies you've been holding on to for dreamers. On the second day, write 3 sentences that define your current mission and place them where you will see them first thing in the morning. On the third day, reach out to someone you respect and value before asking for anything. On the 4th day, finish one task that has been bothering you for months. On the 5th day, walk longer than your excuse. On the 6th day, set aside 2 hours to focus on your work and build it carefully, like a mason. On the 7th day, rest without guilt and thank God out loud for one unseen blessing this week. Do this and see how the week brings its weight upon you. Favor is not random. It is tied to relationships. Treat favor like a friend you welcome with respect. It will return with gifts and bring new friends. I heard you ask, what if I fail publicly? If that happens, you will learn openly and lead with truth. People are not drawn to perfect masks, they are drawn to real progress. Your honesty will not weaken your authority. It will cleanse it and make it shine brighter. Pull them out, plant the seeds, water them. Let the sun shine, then do it again. Speak of life, not work. Speak of life, not home. Speak of life, not bills. Your words build the framework for results. If you talk about failure, failure will find a place to grow. If you talk about building, the structure will start to take shape. Your voice is the architect. Use it. Here's what you need to do over the next 7 days. On the first day, clean one small space and get rid of the apologies you've been holding for your dreams. On the second day, write 3 sentences that define your mission right now and put them where you'll see them first thing in the morning. On the third day, contact someone you respect and value before asking for anything. On the fourth day, finish one task that has been bothering you for months. On the fifth day, walk farther than your excuse. On the sixth day, set aside 2 hours and work on your goals like a skilled mason. On the seventh day, rest without guilt and thank God out loud for one blessing this week that you couldn't see. Do this and watch how the weight of the week will shape you. Favor is not random. It is tied to relationships. Treat favor like a friend you invite in with respect. It will return with gifts and bring new friends. You've often mistaken comfort for affirmation. Not every door that opens is meant for you, and not every door that closes is a refusal. Affirmation feels like clarity and tastes like peace. Confusion feels like rush and tastes like pressure. Choose the clarity. Drink it slowly. I am weaving a bright thread through your days so you can trace the path of events when you look back. When you forget, pull on this thread. It will remind you of this moment and the promise made here. You are allowed to want more without submitting to it. You are allowed to build without burning out. You are allowed to lead without losing your softness. Softness is not weakness. Softness is exact. Hard hearts miss subtle guidance. Your soft heart will hear God say, "Turn around. Stop. Speak it. Then be silent." Obedience in small steps creates miracles in big ones. Repeat this to yourself. When impatience knocks, remember inches in miles, seeds in gardens, whispers in storms. Let me share a secret about doors with you. They watch your posture. If you knock, they get tense. If you beg, they pity you. If you stand firm with calm breath, they begin to open. Your breath is your badge. Inhale purpose, exhale panic. Stand still and see what opens. A message about your finances. You'll stop chasing random sources and start digging one solid well. Wells may seem dull at first, but they turn into wisdom and eventually legacy. Build systems that will carry you through the next season without leaks. Comment on what works. Automate what repeats. Delegate what drains you. Honor what nourishes you. Your generosity will become precise. No more throwing seeds into concrete out of guilt. Plant in good soil with a clear vision. Return to water what wants to grow, and move away from the land that refuses to accept. This is not cold, it is responsibility. Responsibility is love with your sleeves rolled up. You asked for a sign today, and the wind blew just as that name was spoken. That was your sign. Follow it with a gentle step, not a rush. You don't need to hurry what is already yours. Declare it calmly. Protect it with prayer. Build it with care. Share it wisely. I see a scene in 3 months. You sit in a place that once scared you. Your shoulders are relaxed, your voice is steady, your eyes are clear and kind. Someone across from you says, "We've been waiting for someone like you." Don't swing, just say thank you. I was ready for this. Preparation is worship in action. You have worshipped more than you know, and that's why the doors are paying attention to you. A note for your morning. Open your palms before opening the app. Invite presence before sharing your opinion. Write 3 lines of gratitude and 1 line of intention. Then treat these lines as a contract, because they are a note for your journey. Let go of what doesn't belong to you, so you can carry it through the night. Names, numbers, stories. Place them in hands that never sleep. Let peace be proof that you trust the one who sent me. Archangel Michael says, "Do not be surprised when people from your past show up as students, not judges. Teach without bitterness, guide without malice, serve without shame. Remember how long you were a newcomer and bless their start. But keep your focus forward. The future is polite, but it doesn't wait forever. Move toward it with all your breath. This is for the one who almost closed this because it hurt to hope. I see you. I stand between you and the next blow. No more surprises. The only thing that will come suddenly is sudden help. You'll recognize it because it will sound like your own voice at its most honest. Agree with it quickly. Don't try to negotiate your way out of salvation. Let it lift you. Let it place you in higher clarity. In the room you're about to enter, the windows open to both sides. This means transparency is required. Speak only what you can live. Promise only what you can do. And give more than you promised. Leave the room with quiet gratitude, not loud triumph. Loud triumph invites theft. Quiet gratitude invites succession. Succession is how legacy is built. Legacy is how your name blesses people you'll never meet. It's bigger than your emotions. It's bigger than today's mood. It's sacred architecture,